Hi, it is me again, and this was going to be a marvelous video about how I was able to practice yoga every day for 365 days. But that wasn't what happened. I didn't exactly follow through. I started on April 15th, and scrolling through my Garmin watch activity, the last time I completed a full week of yoga was August 31st. 4.5 months isn't too bad, but it wasn't a full year. And sometimes life isn't perfect. We have all the best intentions to do something, and sometimes it doesn't work out. But what is really important is that we don't give up and we continue working towards the goals we put our minds to. I was struggling with my mental health during the pandemic, and I discovered an outdoor yoga practice. It was crazy because we wore masks, social distance, and did our thing. I think I just missed human interaction. That really solidified my love for yoga, and it saved some of my sanity during a time where we were secluded. Human beings are not supposed to isolate ourselves, and that was a really tough time. We are social creatures who crave human interaction, whether we are extroverts or introverts. I didn't notice at the time, but I was struggling with anxiety, and it was really difficult. Yoga saved me and helped my nervous system calm down. Through childhood trauma and then magnifying the issues from toxic work environments, I broke down and I started going to therapy. And I am still a work in progress until this day. I didn't achieve my goal of 365 days of yoga because I took on more than I can chew. On top of this goal, I decided last year that I would run a marathon for the very first time. Between training, working, making YouTube videos, and just trying to exist, setting aside time for yoga was really hard, especially when the quote-unquote easy mileage was 6 miles at one point. I was running 4 times a week, so it was a lot. The longest mileage I ran before the marathon was 20 miles. This is not to say that I am making excuses for not accomplishing something I wanted to, but I wanted to talk about how plans sometimes change when we set unachievable goals given where we are in our life. Perhaps the goal was hefty given my lack of time commitment, and I was spreading myself thin. There has been a lot of personal growth and learning that I've taken away from this failed attempt. I don't like to call it a failure because I learned something, but I'm not sure how else to describe it. I have always been very hard on myself, and I've learned to let it go and embrace imperfection. I'm still not 100% there. My YouTube journey has also been a way for me to work on being less of a perfectionist and be okay with good enough. It's been a journey, and I've learned a lot. While I haven't been able to say and even brag that I completed 365 days of yoga and then proceed to tell you how much it changed my life, but last year was a transformational year. I encourage you to try and try even if you fail. I encourage you to keep going if you want to give up. I want to encourage you to extend kindness to yourself when you're not successful, because only failures in life is when we don't try. While I am not some yoga guru with extreme flexibility, which isn't what I'm looking for, I found peace in accepting that sometimes things don't work out, and I don't need to be so hard on myself when that happens. Finding internal peace is accepting things as they are, even though we may want to judge and criticize. Yoga has taught me to sit with my thoughts and observe them. A similar idea of meditation and noticing how we feel. Yoga calms me down and grounds me. I've been going to a local yoga studio for the past few months, and I've been going on a weekly basis. It's my time where I practice gratitude for the earth, my being, and the community of students, all who have a different reason for practicing. It's a beautiful thing when you see and become a part of a community. While the yoga instructor doesn't yet know my name, I realize that my commitment to myself isn't to make a video to brag about what things I've accomplished. It's hard because I've always sought external validation. I'm still working on myself, and I know I am getting there. I am very grateful to be able to have the ability to take part in a weekly yoga practice. I know I am privileged, and it's not always available, whether there are monetary restrictions or time restrictions. While on my 365-day journey, it wasn't anything fancy since I spent a lot of time practicing at home through YouTube videos, starting with Yoga with Adriene. As I say that, this reminds me that I did stay committed, and when I traveled to Europe last year, I practiced yoga at the airport. I found a corner and practiced silently, and then continued to do so on vacation. Some days it was just chair yoga, but I was committed. For that, I am proud of myself. I want to close this out to say thank you for following my journey and staying with me. If you've been here before, this is a year of weekly videos, and I cannot believe that I've been so consistent. It has been a struggle for some weeks where I could not find 1 ounce of creativity, but I forced myself to record something, or I struggled to express myself and put out a video anyway. It's been difficult seeing my subscriber count fluctuate and grow ever so slowly. In the past few weeks, I would gain a subscriber and then the next day lose one. I felt the universe was testing me. It's been hard to stay motivated because I might be nearing a little bit of burnout. I'm not sure if I will continue my weekly uploads or change it to a less frequent schedule, but I do appreciate you, and I genuinely hope that you have found value in my videos. Whether that is a safe space, mutual understanding, or something else, I hope you will stay for this continuous journey. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you soon. Namaste.